Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 6 video, we're going to be talking about the police wanted system, law enforcement units, and more, and how they're going to work in GTA 6, in Vice City, and in the state of Leonida, as there was a lot of discussion going on about how that was ultimately going to work, what the wanted system was going to be like, and a whole lot more. And this generated some discussion from Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds2, who had this to say. I am interested in seeing how the rise of an in-universe social media platform could change the wanted system, especially the witness system. Red Dead Redemption 2 already established the local townsfolk remembering you for the crimes you've committed. Now, imagine NPCs capturing live footage and sharing it on social media. So being remembered may extend to surrounding districts and neighborhoods, and Rockstar can combine it with some RNG, where a post about you goes viral for a select period of time, but loses popularity as time goes on, since an hour in GTA is 2 real-life minutes, and the chance rate of you being reported may drop quickly. With someone also going on to say, I think it would be hilarious if we were getting into physical altercation of some kind, and then all of a sudden some mall cop type tasers us, slaps some cuffs on us, and the cops come and take us away. And he says, as funny as that sounds, Red Dead Redemption 2 does have different type of law enforcement, from the deputies of Blackwater Police to Saint Denis Police, to bounty hunters to guards to Pinkerton agents to the Wapiti Warriors, each with their own law enforcement behavior. So you can imagine mall cops as a type of law enforcement in Grand Theft Auto 6. And I do believe that that is something intentionally Rockstar showed with us a lot in the very first GTA 6 trailer. Now, one part of that might have been that that was some of the footage that they had completed, that those in-game social media cutscenes were possibly one of the first things they filmed and had wrapped up. But I also feel like they showed us that many on purpose, and that social media, like it's a huge part of our everyday world right now, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, etc. It's going to be a huge part of Grand Theft Auto 6 because we know GTA 6 is taking place in modern-day Florida, or a parody of modern-day Florida that we know as Leonida. And so because we're not in 1899 anymore, like what Rockstar did with Red Dead Redemption 2, how if someone witnessed your crime, it would essentially spread throughout the town, but if you went to another town, you might be safe and not wanted. This might apply, but in a slightly different way with GTA 6. With social media, your crimes can spread rather quickly, but they also can dissipate quite quickly if there is a sense of virality to the things you ultimately do. And maybe different crimes are going to have a different set of viralness to them, or depending on how many people witness your crime, there's a chance of it going viral and being seen by more people. And as we kind of talked about in a previous video, how different parts of the map might have different cultures, whether it's in a high wealth district or whether it's out in the countryside, there might be different parts of the world that have certain types of witness system. If you're in the city, there's CCTV cameras, there's people with cell phones. If you're out in the country, you might not have as much as that. So you might be able to get away with doing different things in certain parts of the world, just like certain parts of the world are probably going to have their own law enforcement. We've seen this actually a lot in the GTA 6 trailer. There was a scene where there's like a flipped over car. It was talking about like a dine and dash. You can see these like highway patrol cruisers from Vice City. Those look pretty awesome. But in several other scenes, you can see police cars that are from like Port Gellhorn and other sort of surrounding cities other than Vice City. So there's a good chance that there is a whole different kind of law enforcement depending on where you go. And yes, even potentially mall cops, because there is a shopping district, at least one of them, that we've seen so far. And if Grand Theft Auto 6 is anything like Red Dead Redemption 2, and even following in the footsteps of the original Vice City, malls are going to be an interior that we're going to be able to go inside of. So that could be extremely cool. I guess only time will tell. But you could have multiple different types of police enforcement or law enforcement, like the highest level SWAT and military officers to the mall cops that might only have melee weapons and tasers, which could be pretty funny. Now, there was more follow-up to this as someone ended up saying, I wonder how wearing masks and bandanas will affect this. If we keep our identities hidden so that witnesses and or the law can only get a partial description rather than a full description, that should make it easier to escape and not have to worry about staying away from certain areas for a certain period of time. Of course, this also depends on the crimes committed and the severity of it. With TesFunds2 saying there is a problem with masks and bandanas in Red Dead Redemption 2, which I hope Rockstar resolves in GTA 6. That is, the law will always identify you as Arthur, even when wearing a mask or a bandana, even upon completely changing clothes, horse, and hair. The mask and bandana simply conceal you from witnesses identifying you so that the law looks for an unidentified suspect, thus saving you from a bounty. I sure hope Rockstar changes that with GTA 6 so you can walk past cops masked up. And to a degree, Rockstar also trying to do this in Grand Theft Auto 5 and in GTA Online. There's an easy way in which you can, get rid of your wanted level a little bit more. Like if you commit a crime and then put on a mask, or you put on like a different accessory on your face, it'll actually remove one of your wanted stars, not completely getting rid of it. And yes, to a degree, it worked okay in Red Dead Redemption 2, but there were still the issues where you were always identified as wanted by the law enforcement as either Arthur or John. There was no way in which the police would not be able to identify you. It would only stop witnesses from being able to identify you. And we have already seen that in the very first GTA 6 trailer, which again, I think Rockstar is putting that in there on purpose so we can see one of the features at work. And in one of the very first robberies, or at least the ones that we've seen, Jason and Lucia do have bandanas on. And I know that's common practice for criminals to try to conceal their identity, but it was such a big feature in Red Dead Redemption 2, and it looks like it's going to be another big part of Grand Theft Auto 6, especially with the inventory system that it looks like we're going to be able to have as well. I suspect that a part of that inventory is going to be a bandana, balaclava, or a mask that you can ultimately utilize to attempt to conceal your identity during robberies. But there might be many factors here, like CCTV cameras that might catch what you're doing, witnesses that might see what you're doing as well. So there is a really good chance that that is a big part of this game, just like it was a big part of Red Dead Redemption 2. And a lot of this we also saw unofficially play out in the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks. There were mentions of witnesses and police response times, CCTV cameras catching what you were ultimately doing, not being able to escape the police unless you change the vehicle color or license plate, or you get an entirely new car all the way around. So it'll be very interesting to see when Rockstar officially reveals those aspects, whether it be from screenshots or a dedicated website or a new trailer that talks about the witness system, or at least parts of it. We'll have to wait and see, but that is what the police units look like, law enforcement wanted system, and a whole lot more in GTA 6. Let me know what you think in those comments down below, what all of that is going to look like, and what things do you want Rockstar to implement, what things do you want them to keep away from the game. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel, and be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.